Good evening, tubers. This is Crypto Big Boss coming to you with another informative and exciting video. Today is February the 11th, 2021. And once upon a time, long ago, on May 8th, 2019, I published a video on this channel entitled 5 Reasons Why Bitcoin Would Reach $100,000. I want to share those with you again. I might actually put a link to that in the description, or you can just roll through the videos and take a look. But I wanted to recite these to you. The first reason was Bitcoin financial products on foreign exchanges. Okay? The second reason were 3 different ways that Bitcoin could potentially be traded in the future to allow the large corporations to basically buy Bitcoin in volume. And these things for the number 2 reason were Bitcoin futures, Bitcoin trust, exchange traded notes. The third reason why Bitcoin was going to eventually reach $100,000 was something called a Bitcoin ETF, an exchange traded fund. On May 8th, 2019, the status of ETFs, there were some 14 some odd ETF proposals at the Securities and Exchange Commission. Bitcoin was $6,000, and the Securities and Exchange Commission was kicking the can down the road just like they are now, pissing outside, pissing in the wind. And while they were pissing in the wind, we're going to talk about what actually happened. The fourth reason was wide-scale adoption. And as you guys know, we've got everybody from Elon Musk to Apple, Tesla. We've got Goldman Sachs and all kinds of institutional investors here in 2021. They're not just coming in here buying a little bit here and there. They're buying this stuff in the billions. And they're adopting the technology as well. And the last reason was institutional exchanges. Things like Coinbase, El Toro, Robinhood, and the like, okay, and Backed, if you're familiar with that. These types of entities were going to basically expose the technology and make it available to millions of people. And of course, the institutional investors as well. But today I want to focus on Bitcoin ETFs. I have an article here stating that the first North American Bitcoin ETF has been approved by Canadian Securities Regulators. Well, I'm going to go back to the Securities and Exchange Commission pissing in the wind, change in leadership, and anything else, no matter how many proposals seem to be put in front of them, while they were sitting up here trying to figure out where's true north. The rest of the world was out here approving different ways to allow people to buy and sell crypto and allow large corporations to get in on it. And here's Canada breaking ground before America. The first North American Bitcoin ETF approved by Canadian Securities Regulators. The Ontario Securities Commission gave its blessing on Thursday. February the 11th is the date of this article. First publicly traded Bitcoin exchange traded fund in North America, not America, North America, has been given the go-ahead by Canadian financial regulators. According to a decision document on Thursday, the receipt of approval from Ontario Securities Commission was filed under a multilateral instrument passport system in multiple Canadian jurisdictions. They got SEC, Com Pierce on Bitcoin ETFs. Here she is, Securities Exchange Commissioner Hester M. Pierce reacts to corporations buying BTC. Okay, she's always been the queen of trying to get Bitcoin going mainstream, even when she wasn't the chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens now. Those territories include British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Quebec, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, and Labrador, Northwest Territories, Yukon, and Nunavut. The ETF seeks to replicate the performance of the price of Bitcoin minus the ETF's fees and expenses according to a fact sheet posted online. The ETF will also not speculate on short-term changes in the price of Bitcoin. The ETF is expected to trade on the Toronto Stock Exchange, Lord have mercy, in Canadian dollars and will be overseen by Canada-based asset manager Purpose Investments. This story is developing, will be added to accordingly. You know what? The world kept spinning. While the Securities and Exchange Commission trying to figure out how they're going to get their stuff together, the world just ran off. You know, there was an excellent comment left on the XRP video that I just published. I think it was yesterday, talking about how foreign countries are buying XRP in spite of the fact that, you know, Coinbase and El Toro and other institutional exchanges are basically stopping or have halted the trading of XRP. Well, how does that relate to this? Well, the reason it relates to this is that we have to understand crypto is not going to be dominated by America. It is indeed a global market. And where America cannot provide a capability for these institutional investors or even private investors, it looks like someone's going to make a way. So if there's an American entity that wants to buy large sums of Bitcoin and they can't get it done, and they don't want to use an institutional exchange like Coinbase, well, they might actually look into an exchange-traded fund and go up to Canada and see what they can do to break off some big dollars. That's the whole point of ETFs. So when we look at our little list of the 5 different things that are going to drive Bitcoin to $100,000, let's go over it one more time. I said there would be these new mechanisms to allow institutional investors to actually buy in volume. Let's go over them. Exchange traded notes, Bitcoin futures, and Bitcoin trust. I said also that there would be an ETF eventually approved by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Well, it didn't happen, but the Canadians took care of that. Wide scale adoption, that's happening every day. We've got Bitcoin ATMs popping up all over the world. We've got everybody buying Bitcoin at this point. You can get Bitcoin through Cash App. We've got people starting to build the infrastructure to accept Bitcoin and a host of other coins, including Ethereum, Cardano, and everything that's in the top 10, and even some of the stuff that's in just the top 100. There are companies coming online to give people the capability to actually accept crypto in exchange for goods and services. And then we said that there would be institutional exchanges out there that would make this actually happen. And that has happened. We've already covered them. The El Toros of the world, the Robinhoods of the world, the Coinbases of the world. These institutions are allowing or are basically giving people the ability to actually buy the coins, to buy the tokens. Everything is in place. The last domino to fall is upon us. Wide scale adoption. Now, there aren't a whole bunch of options for exchange traded notes and trusts and futures yet, but they do exist. And now that there's an ETF out here, now all we have to do is wait for the infrastructure. The infrastructure developers going out and seizing an opportunity which has been dubbed a once in a species opportunity. Not once in a lifetime, once in a species. And you can bet your bippy they're going to do it. They're going to do it. You're going to be buying Taco Bell with Ethereum token. You're going to be buying Domino's Pizza with Bitcoin. You're going to be using every coin in the top 10, whether you know you're using it or not. The age of crypto has arrived. Nothing is left but adoption on a wide scale. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Please share it with your friends. This is not financial advice. This is history in the making. This is the truth. This is the report of what is going on in the crypto space. Whether anyone likes it or not, it's not coming. It is here. Let your friends know. Let your family know. Don't get left behind. Don't walk out the door blind. Subscribe. Share it with your friends. It's Crypto Big Boss and I'm out.